Jerry, I want you to go to the website and make sure that it's got audio. All right, Jerry. All right, say what you were gonna say. Let's go.
What? Ooh.
Previously on.
Previously on.
Extra life.
What number system would you like to use, Jamie? It's up to you. You want to do binary? We'll do binary.
We'll worry about it for the next one.
I think what we should do is we should consider it like version numbers. And once we get an actual podcast, that will be, episode 1.0.
The American novel changes for a good character.
Jerry has a secret government job. Again, a weird government. He could be assassinating somebody right now, like Quick Spare or something.
Yeah,
who knows?
This weekend gig.
But you said that, like, that's split second. I was like, you know what? He's right. It tended to be amazing.
No, it is. I need to
you pulled the bill up. You know what? I need that a little bit of, like, truth. I need that truth sort of, like, slap in the face.
I wasn't saying that.
Joel, sometimes what you think is amazing isn't amazing. Like, you just have to realize that. I guess I never thought of it before.
Well, for one, I shouldn't ask. Oh, I see you wearing jogging pants. Am I right? I see you wearing a uniform. No, I didn't wear jogging pants all the time.
You're a real prostitute.
No. I really took that, Rand, didn't you? Thank you for having me.
Graphic.
All right, well, Jerry, is it running? Can you hear it?
Is what running?
The stream. Good, we're already down, man. This is going about as horribly as it could go.
That's on Switch, right?
Twitch, not Switch. You don't even know where your own podcast is, you dick.
Okay.
This is going worse than it could ever possibly have gone.
Well, we could only have audio from one person.
Yeah, confirm that we don't. That we do have audio from two people.
Do we still have the audio from one person?
Will you just go on there and see if we're streaming or not? Go to Twitch. Yeah, I'll send you the link. You're killing me. I think we're going, but we're done. We're Jamie's not here. Jamie's already quit the podcast. Prematurely. Preemptively quit. All right, here you go. Let's see.
There it is.
All right, okay, it's already going. All right, Jamie made it. Okay. There's a lot of echo. All right.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Hello?
Hold on a second. There's a lot of echo.
Hello?
Oh, Jesus. This is going. We're already on the podcast, Jamie. Welcome to the 3-Year-Old Man podcast.
It is snafu. Okay, sorry.
All right, Jamie, we're on the air.
Oh, all right. Okay.
And it's intended for mature audiences.
I know. I saw that. How you doing, Claudius?
Oh, good, Clark. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. Case has disappeared. Did he fall out of the chair?
Apparently so.
I'm getting my headphones. Give me a second.
I think he's going to Wells Thursday.
You know what he said? He's going to get his headphones. What did I tell him 2 hours ago? No, the headphones are gone.
All right, I got the headphones now. It should be less echo. Jamie, can you verify that it's actually streaming?
Yeah, hold on, let me see. Yeah, it is.
All right, this is
Case, Claudius, and Clark.
Yeah, this has got as worse as bad as it could possibly go. But all right, we're here.
Well,
the next episode.
I don't know what's live and what isn't. Hold on.
Turn off the sound.
Okay, I got it off.
Welcome to 3-Year-Old Man Potting. That should be the
Three
name of
old
this
men
podcast.
potting. That sounds like we're out in the garden making pots up with plants. I mean, that was Claudius's idea, wasn't it?
Hey,
How
you're
dare you,
Claudius.
sir. How dare you?
I'm having trouble hearing. It's too low or something. Cannot go worse.
Could go a lot worse. At least we're up, running, and streaming.
That's true.
Well, we don't have any viewers, so
We never did before.
That's
it
par for
would
the
be
course.
worse if we had one.
No, it can't get worse if we have a viewer. So we can only go up from there, Jerry.
All right, I have to interrupt this and take a solemn moment to address the issue that I'm sure everyone's noticed by now. Our listeners probably noticed.
Hold on, let me get there. Sad robot image. I had to quickly rush to get there. Could have just easily said "rip," Wimey. Insert sad robot image here. Wow.
I don't see it. Where is it?
Wait, let me, I'm not illiterate. Hold on.
Who?
And I'm the one who's illiterate. I'm not commenting on that. Fridge.
Fridge. And you're a secret baker.
Maker. He's not gone forever. Oh, great.
Who is doing the robot voice?
Oh, we did have a slight debate though. Can you do it in your AMSR voice?
No, I cannot.
Wow, I didn't even try.
Who is this ASMR person?
But wait a second. Is it ASMR or AMSR? All right, hold on. Oh, hold on. I have the volume down because somebody told me to turn the volume down. All right, all I can hear is myself.
Hold on. What about? Okay.
All I can hear is myself.
All right. Well, that's good. I probably said a lot of dumb things, but I forgot to add. Yeah, we're still working through this.
Okay, yeah, now I can hear you babbling on. Okay. What about Claudius?
Hail, Claudius.
Okay, yeah, there's a little delay there, but we can hear him.
You know what I mean? So you should be able to hear me now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I would hope you can. How's the loudness of it? Is it all right? The loudness okay? Like, are the levels between us? Is one too loud?
Well, yeah, I think it's you're slightly elevated than I think me and Claudius, but
Okay, let me turn it down a little.
but not by much. So
right,
don't
okay.
go screwing. So I
I'd
know
say
how
something.
touchy that banana plug-in thing is.
Yeah, the banana plug-in. You're right.
This is weird. I got to turn the volume off now.
Yeah, okay, it's fine. As long as you can hear all three of us. I know what's wrong now. I know what happened. All right, so yeah, we're back. This is exciting.
I know you missed this.
Yeah, I think it was. I don't know why we stopped playing. It was fun. This is fun. And now we have a game. We have a new game.
Oh. Okay, let me get my little chart up here.
All right, Jerry. I've come up with this thing. Well, I haven't come up with it. I mean, I created this acronym. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm trying to, like form this group or something like that. Okay. Not even that. I created this acronym. I see what's happening. I see what's coming, and I want to prepare for it.
Coalition.
So it's called CAVE. Okay, CAVE.
Coalition.
All right, wait, you jumping the gun,
Against.
Clark.
What?
Coalition against vagrants.
There you go. Well,
Eating salmon.
That's a good guess. That's a good guess.
He added one though. He got an extra letter there.
It's a good
Vagrants
guess.
eating salmon. Wow.
It's wrong, but it's a good guess. Claudius?
See,
Clark, what was...
I didn't hear carpetbagger come out of his mouth.
Not yet, but... What's your guess, Claudius?
I think he just gave it.
No, I'm sorry, Clark. What's your guess, Clark? Yeah, I'm having trouble getting used to these things.
It's like you don't even know us.
Let me check my brute force list here. Cannibalization.
That's it? You gotta guess the whole thing. Cannibalization.
I gotta start somewhere. No, there's no way we can. No, we have to. Chances are the first word is a major descriptor in the entire acronym.
Okay,
so if we can figure that out,
that's fine. But you still at least you got to invent words. You know, because what if it's if it's coalition, but the third thing is the third word is wrong? Then I have to say you didn't get it. You know what I mean?
Oh, that'd take forever. We never get it.
I'm gonna give you, if you both fail, I'm gonna give you the first word, and then when you fail again, I'm gonna give you the second word.
I just gave you the first word. My first word is cannibalization.
You gotta say the whole thing. Cannibalization. What? Against cannibals? Against what?
Against vermin entities.
Okay, that's a failure. I can say that a failure. Okay. All right. So the first word. All right. So you failed the first game segment. Okay. That's we'll have to play that. Play a buzzing noise.
Yeah, there you go. He's our sound effects guy too. Did you know that?
All right. So the first word is consensual.
Consensual.
Yeah. All right. So we'll come back to this segment.
Okay.
It's a good segue into Clark.
Wait. Let me write this down. 'Cause I'll forget it. Just wait. Hold on. All right. Go ahead. I'll just have to. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Because we're just dead air. I don't think anyone wants to hear that.
How do you spell that?
I'm gonna let you figure that up.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. So that was the game. That was the game.
A placeholder. Nice background placeholder. Black. Black's the theme, Jerry. Claudius.
Easy. All right,
Okay,
I'm back.
Clark.
Yeah, I forgot that I didn't add the thing to that.
I sensed attitude with that response.
No, I just focused on the thing here. All right, so this is gonna have a nice, cool game image here. I don't know, maybe like whatever, Atari or something like that, and a nice background. Really cool, sharp background, and the wording's gonna be correct, centered and whatnot. Just imagine that eventually. We'll get there, right? We're gonna do this, step by step, baby steps here.
Crowdsource it, right?
Exactly. That's exactly what we're doing. Which brings me to my next point, which is what is the goal of this podcast?
This is a tough one. I don't think we ever had a goal before.
Wasting time.
More or less. Yeah.
This segment is known as Jamie Saves the World. Of course, I have to change that now. I have to change.
What was the duh for? What is that implying? Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God, that says it all right there. That says it all. Wow. Okay.
When we first bantered around about bringing the podcast back, Clark was like, we threw some ideas around, threw some ideas out there, and Clark was like, "What? There's so much stuff we could do. We could try, ending hunger."
I didn't say that.
You started listing things that we could possibly try to work.
No, I didn't. All I said was if we could put 3 intelligent people like we have here, instead of making
semi-intelligent at best.
What was that?
Semi-intelligent at best.
Okay, all right. I forgot what I was saying now.
Yeah, you are. That's my point. You wanted to.
You were saving the world.
No, I wasn't saving the world. Someone else decided I was going to save the world.
So that's the point. Now, what do you want to do? So our homework was to come up with 2 goals for this podcast.
I knew there was homework. I knew it.
Jamie, Clark, you had to come up with 1 more. You want to save the world. Now you want just 1 more goal of this podcast.
Oh, wait, this is the names, right?
No.
Oh, wait. What was the homework assignment?
So we were supposed to come up with 2 goals for this podcast. Your first goal was save the world. You only need to come up with another goal. 1 more goal. That's all you need to do. You had 4 days. Claudius, tell us your goals. What are your goals for the podcast? Claudius.
We lost them, I think. He faded out. Fridge.
What are your goals? What are your goals for the podcast? Claudius.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Oh boy, that's a Tony Robbins answer there.
That's a good point. That's a good question, actually. Where do we see this podcast in 5 years?
What do you plan to bring to this company?
Are you reading from a list of interview questions?
Let's say you have a disagreement with a fellow employee.
Yeah, do you just quit the podcast?
How would you handle that?
That's not what was happening today. I was like, Clark preemptively quit the podcast. He knew that it was just going to go badly.
Well, I didn't quit.
I know, but we it was 7:00 and you weren't there, so we're like, Jerry and I got so much going on,
So you immediately went to speculations.
Yeah, exactly.
Boy. Such confidence.
All right, so my goal, one of my goals is to, my friend is he wants to have, basically servants. He wants to have servants.
Servants?
Yeah, like servants. So I'm gonna try and I'm trying to use this podcast to institute people that will serve him. You know what I mean? Like as as servants.
Interesting. I'm sure there's people lining up at the door.
He's going to give them dumb tasks. He's going to grade them, punish them, and reward them. Stuff like that.
Yeah, but are they getting paid for this?
No, of course not.
But they just get some kind of reward.
Yeah, the reward, that's between him and them. I don't know. But they're not getting it. It's not like a salary or anything.
Is this friend him or you? I mean, are you living vicariously through someone else? Or?
I got everything I need right now. This is for him.
It's the friend.
You both know. You both have met him.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know who it is? You know who it is I'm talking about?
Claudius?
No, it's not Claudius.
No, I know it's not Claudius. I was,
No,
it was a question mark. Claudius? Hello?
I'm here. Why do you want to work for this company?
Let's take this for real though. I mean, this is a great idea here. I mean, I like this theme. Where do we see this podcast in 5 years?
You're not the truth. On a backup drive somewhere.
What are your salary expectations?
This feels too much like corporate America. Okay, I have a flashback PTSD. Being interviewed and giving interviews and shit.
Well, it does. I mean, look, he's got the fake background there too. He looks like a recruiter.
Yeah, I mean, Jerry. I mean, Claudius. I don't know if we talked about this. He's a government worker. It's basically just what he does all day. Just ask boring questions to people. That's literally how he does.
Yeah.
So what are you most proud of in your professional life so far?
Have you ever inhaled?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect role for him.
I know that the podcast obviously can't see that, but he's got his hands up, almost like the prayer position. That just looked like a cult leader type thing.
I have a
going
feeling
on
that I imagine that he works when he was working, before the pandemic, he was working in this giant fucking bunch of cubicles, and a supervisor would watch his hands and they'd call up and go, excuse me, your hands are not in that angelic position anymore. Can you put? And he'd have to, like, when he's talking to people, he always had to put his hands in that position. I think it just comes naturally. You probably get docked pay or something if you didn't do it,
Oh, so it's like a technique to to make sure that he's focusing on the task at hand.
And you know where he learned that from? You know who was his mentor, basically?
Who?
You, Clark.
Me?
Yeah.
How did I?
Way back in the day, taking your financial destiny by the horns. Remember that?
And I told him to pray.
No, I'm just saying.
I prayed for your financial destiny. Pray for your financial destiny.
That financial destiny stuff left a big imprint on him. That's what I think.
That's a far cry from a motivational speaker, though.
Well, Claudius isn't weighing in on this.
Claudius is looking at something else.
Look,
I'm suspicious here.
I think he's watching porn.
Look,
Asian.
If I told you the decision was down to you and one other candidate, what would you say to persuade me to hire you?
Let's see.
I'll go under your desk.
Let's translate that. What? Jesus. You're offering to go under the desk? Clark?
Well, I'm just trying to make a.
Well, he is wearing sweatpants.
Listen, I know you're essentially.
Do you know that? You don't know that.
You haven't been in the workplace in many years, but things have changed. It's not the Mad Men days anymore. You know what I mean? You can't just go around like, unless both parties agree. Which brings us back to the segment 2 of the game. Wait, did we get any real answers out of this? What's your second goal of this podcast, Clark?
To make sense out of life.
That's perfect. That actually is really nice. My second goal of this is to. I know you're not going to like this, Clark. I know you have history with the guy. I know you've told Claudius and I that you would not appear on the show with him. DJ Lukewarm. I want to promote that guy's career.
I don't want to hear his name mentioned.
I can't guarantee.
I don't want to hear his name mentioned.
I can't guarantee that. I mean, I'm using this show to promote him.
I don't want any surprises. I don't want it. He and I have a history.
You will know far in advance if he's going to appear on the show. Okay, you don't have to.
I don't want to know far in advance. I don't want it to happen at all.
I know, but you were allowed to not be on the show when he's on. If we have to bring him on.
I have to give up my position in the show so he can come on.
Exactly, you got it exactly right. Yeah.
Well, thanks. At least I know where I stand in the.
Or you could come on too.
So again, if the decision was down between you and DJ Lukewarm, persuade me how you would be on this podcast.
I told you, but it was poo-pooed. Apparently it's not the etiquette now. I'll become. I don't even know what you'd call it.
Don't think DJ.
What do you call it after the Me Too movement?
What was it before?
No, but I mean, it's called the Me Too movement, because you've done something but what about after? What do they call you after that? Me Too would seems to indicate something that you had already done or currently doing. But what about after the fact?
I see. Yeah, like a had done.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going towards.
After you get Me Too'd, you're a had done. I like that.
Yeah, see? Exactly. That's perfect, actually.
Yeah. I just wonder if is it possible to consensually offer that service as part of you're working, not being paid extra for it or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Hey, well, what do I got to lose? I don't have the job yet.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
It's not like they can tell me to go to
Yeah, I mean, because you can't get any worse than not getting the job, right? So I mean, I guess it's
what's human resources going to do to somebody that they don't own?
Might as well throw in the kitchen sink, right? Or the kitchen fridge.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's a good time. All right. Yeah, we'll go away from that topic. That was me moving away from that topic.
Clark. More like. Why is everything Clark? Meanwhile, we've got human race HR guy down here who's stuck in a loop.
Claudius, do you have any actual goals for this? Please get us through this segment.
I would just like to get some good employees for this podcast.
All right, that's great. That brings us to the next segment. Perfect.
Firing the HR director.
All right, we've also come to the end of my slides, so we have no more for the rest of this. So I'm going to leave it on Clark Saves the World.
You don't have. Why do we have to leave it on duh? I mean, come on. A black screen would be better than duh.
In other words, of course you're going to save the world. Of course you are. That's the point. All right, I think this is that's a good segue into our ASMR segment, since Jerry has to focus on. Don't read.
I
You
thought
mean
we're doing
Claudius?
segment 2 of your.
Oh, okay. All right. What is so now consensual? What's the next letter? What's the next word?
What was the word again? Cave, right? Okay.
Cave, yeah. CAVE.
Okay, so consensual. Let me pull up my brute force list of A's.
Basically, what about you, Claudius? You gonna choose something
I'm
not
going
brute
to
force?
say consensual adults
Okay. What else?
Anti-chlorogenic.
vacillating everywhere.
Ambisexualities. There you go. There's a good one.
Consensual homosexuality. I like it. You're both wrong.
Okay, no shock there.
The A was actually, one of those like chips.
What?
Like the I in chips. It's just like a drop letter. You know what I mean?
Oh, this is null and void. This game now.
So you had us guessing on a word that's not even there.
Well, it's and. It's and. So I mean, it's there, but it's it doesn't really contribute to the.
So we were moving on to V then.
Well, but you guys had failed, so that would be the next segment. Move on to V.
We didn't know it was going to be a trick question.
It's not. It technically is and. But you typically don't. I mean, come on, it happens sometimes. So eyes and chips.
Consensual and verifiable.
All right, that's the next segment. You failed twice. Now 2 beeps.
You're jumping ahead now.
Beep beep. That's pretty good though. Beep. Claudius. Yeah, Claudius. You need buzzers. 2 buzzers.
Be
2
for
failures.
victory.
Perfect. All right, so now we're on to. Do you want to do ASMR now? Do you want me to talk about VR? What do you want to do?
ASMR VR.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And I think we should all take a try at the ASMR. So next week maybe.
Oh, you did this to me once before.
Silence, everyone. Silence.
All right, getting ready.
This is a passage from The Old Man in the Sea. The marlin, desperately to pull away, Santiago no longer able to speak because he has become dehydrated.
That's the sound of dehydration?
Yes, it is. Silence from the peanut gallery. You are killing me, fish, but you have a right to. Never have I seen
I hear zippers. I hear zippers.
Or a calmer or nobler thing than you, brother. Come on, kill me. I do not care who kills who. The marlin continues to circle, coming closer and pulling out.
The pull out is the same as dehydration.
Slightly different. At last is next to the skiff, and Santiago drives his harpoon into the marlin's chest. Isn't that impressive, people? Wow.
Yeah,
Why can't you pick something more modern?
Why don't we do the
Don't
right away?
like the
You want
last
to?
time, wasn't
When
it?
it's your turn, you can fucking read 50 Shades of Grey if you want, all right?
No, but
Clark.
wasn't it? What was that crazy guy that ran around on the donkey in the desert? Wasn't that the last one he did?
You take over the ASMR segment then.
All right, next week is Jamie. The one who's critical. All right, Clark.
Oh,
Come on, Clark. You can do it.
It's not hard, Clark. I gotta do is whisper. Can you whisper? Try it. Just try to whisper.
no, I can't whisper. I
Try-
can't whisper.
try
It doesn't. It comes all crackly.
Try it.
No, I can't do it.
Yeah, it's perfect. You're gonna be here. You make it.
It's too low now.
Well, I'll try it too.
I don't think I can.
Why don't we all do it? Why don't we all do it at once?
You sound yet. You have a squeak in your voice.
Three-way ASMR.
That's you whispering?
Triple penetration.
You sound like some evil thing.
Why, man? It's just that's my.
Oh, here we
ASMR.
go. You got him
It's
started
fish.
now. Next thing, he's gonna have the iPad out playing with Junkyard Band or whatever it's called.
Junkyard Band? What?
Garage Band. That's what it is.
All right, that's the ASMR segment. Very good, Claudius. Really well done.
All right, I have to issue an apology. I'm sorry for criticizing you with your. I wasn't criticizing your skills, merely your material. That's all. That's all you got for me.
Just an ASMR sigh.
I am a professional.
All right.
Yeah, don't try to judge his the stuff that he picks to read. I mean that's pretty rude.
I just apologized.
Okay, I accept your apology.
I don't care about you.
I begrudgingly accept.
Gee, thanks. That's like not accepting.
All right, so let's move on to the next segment then. It was good, really well done.
Next slide, please.
I've run out of them.
You had two.
Yeah, no, there's four of them. The intro, rest in peace, Wymie, the game, and Jamie saves the world. Duh.
What was the game? I didn't see the game. Can you back it up?
Yeah.
What was the game?
Yeah, cool game image, nice background. Just words.
Okay.
Just words.
Oh, that's right, because Wymie was the sad robot image, right? Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put on this slide. I'm gonna put in what else?
Sad robot. What's that guy that has bad robot productions?
Consensual.
Sad robot productions.
All right, you got another guess?
The game segment, consensual and. Are you asking me or him?
Both of you.
Claudius. I thought I gave you. I don't remember what I picked for V now. But what
You
was
get a bonus now. Bonus.
Yeah, that was wrong. Whatever it was wrong. So now, yeah, you get
Okay.
V. You're looking for the V here.
Valuelessness is.
Okay, consensual and valuelessness. All right, that's an interesting. Yeah, what's the E stand for then?
It's silent.
It doesn't exist. It's just a chip.
It is silent there. Even in cave, it's silent. All right, Claudius, you got a guess?
Cubby.
Okay, here we go. It's consensual and violent extremism.
All right, that is voluntary is the next word. Voluntary.
Consensual and voluntary.
Yeah.
And
Don't guess
is
yet. That's
actually
the
what-
next. That's the next segment.
Next
The
segment.
last-
Next segment.
Don't keep guessing. Okay, you freaking just came out. You get one guess, then we move on. If you don't get it, we come back to it.
Oh, let me pull up my E's. I can be looking at that while you're.
Yeah. That strategy is not working.
It might,
It's not working. All right, we have the amazing segment. Who's got something amazing to talk about? Nobody's got anything amazing. It's been years since we did this. Nobody's got anything amazing over the last 2 years.
I lead a dull life.
Well,
You
there
remember?
was a cell phone that was invented.
No, it wasn't that long ago.
Now he's full of words, isn't he?
Yeah, except
Where's the HR director now? Huh?
Oh, you got him back on that thing again. Way to go, Clark.
Clark.
Here we go.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks a lot.
There he
Clark.
is. He's going right to the
Just what
CNN
people wanna hear,
homepage.
Those stupid questions from the.
Amazing discoveries.
There
Why
was a
don't you
time when you
Google
made it.
that? Google that. Amazing discoveries.
Yeah, I mean, people don't want to hear us googling
When
things. They
you
want
made
to
a decision that involved a great risk, what was the situation,
It's
the
smart
final
interviews.
verdict, and the result?
That's great. Say it again. I was not in the right head frame. I'll try to answer ASMR if you ask the question again while
I didn't
Jamie's
hear
searching for
anything.
something amazing.
Share a time when you made a decision that involved a great risk. What was the situation, the final verdict, and the result?
Okay, I can handle this. One time I went hiking in the rainforest wearing
That's it?
like water shoes. And
Wearing what?
I almost fell off the cliff and died. But I managed to pull up on roots and grab myself up. And then this Mexican guy lent a hand, but I was already on my way up. He didn't save me. And people said he saved me, but because he was Mexican. He was a Mexican guy in Puerto Rico.
Sure,
I thought that was kind of odd.
That is very odd.
Yeah.
Because they don't travel?
So I thought I'd mention it. I'm not saying they don't travel. You dick. I'm not saying that Mexicans don't travel.
I thought you would have used the one where you were lost at sea while waveboarding.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But that's a long, involved story.
You were saved by a dolphin, school of dolphins.
That's true. That's true. Let's face it, there's a lot of things I could have chosen. Like when I tried to save that horse and I fell off the cliff when I was like 8 years old, busted my head open.
Tried to save the horse? No, wait. I've heard of the fell off the cliff, but I didn't hear the save the horse.
Well, below that was, remember there was that old horse stable down there where you could like pay money and ride horses?
Yeah.
Well, we got it in our head. This guy named Gerald and I, down the
Right.
street, he lived down the street. Remember him?
Yeah.
We got an idea that we were like save the horse. You know?
Oh, you mean by letting, doing an escape attempt?
Like setting it free, yeah. Like
setting it free. I like the way the play.
Yeah, like we thought that it would run for the mountains and live out its life. We were young.
So you were a rescue and recovery operation, and you fell off.
Yeah, because we were, it was right below the cliffs were right above it. So our idea was to not have to go over the fence. We could just like go down where the cliffs were, to avoid fencing. Right. And it was only about like 3 stories.
Only.
Maybe 2.5 stories, right? I mean, if you go back, they're still there. There's all houses down there now instead of the horse farm. And I don't know, somehow I slipped and I fell and I hit my head, and we walked back up the street and my head was just bleeding. And my grandmother, who was like, right from Italy, she like took an egg and some salve or something and like put it on my head and it stopped the bleeding.
An egg or some salve?
Egg and a salve. Like she scrambled up an egg and put some salve in it and like held it on my head. It was weird.
It's an egg and salve. Okay.
Yeah.
Which leads me to my next. It leads me to my next question.
Okay.
How do you deal with failure?
Okay, as a person who's failed 3 businesses, including a publishing company, not well. Not well at all.
Was that sufficient, Claudius?
Will you hire me?
We'll let you know.
It's a no.
We'll get back to you.
I guess that's a no. All right. Well, I've lost jobs before. It's not that big of a deal. All right. If you found an amazing thing, Clark.
Wait, what was your amazing thing, though?
I thought you were Googling it. Clark and I were going through this thing so that you could Google an amazing thing.
Oh, I didn't realize you were buying time. I got involved in the story.
Oh, my God.
I didn't realize you. I'm sorry. Wait, I'm pulling up a site now. Let's see.
Yeah, you said you're pulling up a site, so I said I'll just, Clark will ask me some questions in the meantime. I like this. I think this should be a whole segment. The interview should be a segment. ASMR interview. I like it. Like, how about this? It'll be in some, there's some creepy, like your boss is a creep and he can't stand hearing anyone talk, so you got to whisper.
Okay, how about this one? I saw this on the news.
All right, let's hear it. Good. Nice.
What are your thoughts on that unknown ghost ancestor they found in the human genome?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've been doing some research into that, prehistory.
Yeah.
For this project I'm working on. Which, by the way, just got ruined by a book that's coming out on November 9th.
Oh, don't tell me this. Yeah, I've been waiting for this for a long time.
I know.
It's time for plugs right now.
Well, let's do plugs. Good idea. Let's do a plug.
For the book that's coming up.
Let's offer like Jerry, can you do a commercial? Like, let's offer what we can do. Like, pick a company and just do a commercial, impromptu, and then that's what they'll pay for if somebody wants to pay money to have us advertise. Just pick like Subarus. We'll each try it.
Subaru. You gotta drive something.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Clark?
Volvos, they're really boxy.
Okay. I guess we're going with the car theme. We're continuing with the car theme. All right, I'm gonna say Honda. At least we're not cannibals.
That's true.
That goes along Japanese cannibals.
I know when I go into the dealership, they won't eat me.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's be honest, Claudius. I think, I don't know if you're not gonna be the first one eaten. Let's put it that way, right? I mean, none of us are. But no, I was implying that the other, that Honda's competitors are cannibals, without naming names.
Subaru.
How dare you?
Why were they out? Yeah, I don't know why we got at the cars. But anyway.
Wait, how did we get on this? Where did this even come from?
Jay was talking about the plugs part of the podcast.
No, don't. I didn't say anything about plugs.
You were talking about the
Excuse me, wait. Excuse me, Jerry. Excuse me, Jerry didn't say anything about plugs. Right, Claudius did, but Jerry did not.
Yes, he did. He did.
No, yes. Claudius did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Claudius. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Jerry, Claudius, Jerry, Claudius.
All right, stop saying the name over. It's a mistake. We can be avoided, you know.
Claudius. Case.
Case.
Spartacus.
Clark.
You want to be Spartacus instead, Claudius?
He doesn't look like a Spartacus.
I'm Spartacus.
He doesn't look like a Spartacus.
Pick some Civil War general, not the most well known. Like we said, like the third.
No, that's an explosive topic, and you know it.
Pick it on the northern side, for God's sakes. All right? It's a safe.
It's okay to offend our southern neighbors.
You're not offending them. You're just picking a name. It's just his name. It's not automatically doesn't become offensive. He wasn't offensive to Spartacus. Are you saying that anyone being named Claudius would be an offense to Claudius? Because why? I mean, under what grounds? He's just picking a name.
No, he's not. He's doing nothing. He's doing something else.
If you could redo your career, what would you change?
See what I mean?
That was so loud. Say it again, but you're much softer.
If you could redo your career, what would you do differently?
I would never have start one. I would never start.
All I heard was if you would do her in the rear. That's what it sounded like to me.
I'm sorry, we have a Me Too policy at this company.
What, in the rear is a Me Too policy now?
You don't want to become headband or whatever you.
We don't want that sort of activity at this company. Sorry, Kate. Clark. Your name is.
Kate. Couldn't even get the right gender.
Are you saying that no one who works at the company could perform anal sex?
Not on company time.
Okay, well, yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
What
What
you
about
don't
work
know
from home?
here,
What about work from home?
Work from home. How'd you even do that? Here, let me spread my ass cheeks for you on the webcam. How would you even do that from work at home?
I'm saying that if the company.
If there is a mature audience, they've left long ago.
I just started out rough, but I think it's pretty good. All right, so let's play the final game thing, right? Final game segment.
We're on the letter E, right?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
All right, so it's consensual and voluntary.
Now this is gonna be just preparing you guys. This is gonna be maybe a little bit controversial. It's a little bit a little convy in there. You know what I mean?
Bert Convy?
a little bit controversial.
Whose turn is it?
You can just yell something out. It's only two of you.
You
I
can
don't
go.
think you get it.
Ectoplasm.
No, it's not. Nothing would echo. I don't know what the second part was.
Consensual and voluntary excommunication.
Okay, that's pretty good. Why would I be fighting for that? Why would that be a goal?
I don't know. You've done Stranger Things. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'll give you another hint. It's about my friend and his needs for the servants.
Okay, wait a second. Voluntary. Okay, I got to write these words down because I'll never remember them. Consensual, voluntary. Wait, what was the word? What was the last word? Did we get the last word?
No, you didn't. It's the whole fucking game is to get the last word. If you got the last word, the game.
Oh, you were giving the hint. Oh, that's right.
If you got the last word, the game would be over, and you know the word.
Okay. No, I got confused. You're giving us a hint, right?
Yeah. It has to do with.
So it has to do with an unknown or an unnamed friend.
Yeah, and not the other name that you can't name. We can't name for you. The DJ who is unnamed. The other one.
We only have one other friend as a result of these podcasts.
The goals that we talked about. As a hermit, you shouldn't be throwing stones at
Okay.
my glass house.
Oh. It's on the tip of my tongue.
You got it? Hey, what about you, Claudius? I'll give you another hint, another guess.
I forget what is.
Wait. I hate when that happens.
It's consensual and voluntary educator.
No.
Why would you need consent to educate?
Well, if they don't want to be taught, you're not going to have the situation where they tie it to the chair and they put the spoons.
Wait.
Claudius,
don't tell us yet.
I would love
Don't
to
tell
get a peek at Clark's history. Browser
Enslavement.
History. You got it. Yeah, you got it. You won the game. Yeah, consensual and voluntary slaves. So I'm gonna line up some slaves for my friend. Volunteer slaves, just to do his bidding.
Isn't this like a hot topic?
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all voluntary, right? On both sides.
Yeah, but still, I mean, just by having the word slavery in it, I mean, it just
Is that automatically bad? Slavery?
is what?
Is that automatically bad?
Yeah, kind of. This is the kind of thing that Jamie should be saving the world from.
Who's Jamie?
Or Clark.
All right, well, let's come on now.
Or
I mean,
DJ
I think
Lukewarm.
it sounds like you're kink shaming a little bit. You know what I mean?
I'm what?
Kink shaming.
Let me look that up. Let me pull up the Urban Dictionary.
You don't even know what kink shaming is? You guys are old.
Why would you say that, though?
Well, I mean, if two people are into that sort of relationship, you know what I mean? You know, if it's totally voluntary, it can be removed at any time. You can say, I'm no longer your slave. You are no longer my slave.
Well, the first thing that comes up is what is kink shaming and why should you avoid it? I guess that sums it up.
Read that out. Read out the definition for us.
You're hooking up with someone for the first time, or the second, or the 10th, or the 100th. Oh, this is an article.
Go on.
Gross, you say. You're really into that? You didn't say anything. Let's see. You gulp. Wait.
What?
I'm reading here.
I know, we want you to read out loud to us. That's the point. Otherwise, just dead air. It's just you giggling at stuff we don't know.
All right, let's see. Well, it's an article on kink shaming. It's not really a
just read a little bit. Let's just get a flavor.
I don't want to know. It's this girl I met on Tinder told me she wanted to try this thing called caking.
Really, Clark?
No.
Hermits get all the love. Jeez. Hermit love. I'm holding my hand up.
Hermit love. Wasn't that a song from the 50s? Hermit love.
I think it's one of DJ's Shall Not Be Named songs.
Hermit love?
Yeah, I think so, Claudius.
Hermit tarot card reading. Interesting.
Case, walk me through your time management system.
Oh.
Okay, this is a good one. I like this. I wake up and I try to write. And then I end up just fucking off for a while. Taking care of my people, stuff like that, you know?
Your people.
And then I... and then I make some pizza at some point in the day, you know?
After I take care of my people.
Yeah, okay, if somebody needs help.
Clark,
I never get asked.
Clark, which animal would you say you are most like?
A bear, 100% bear.
A bear.
Yeah. An old fucking grizzly bear. Pissed off at the world. Yelling at people walking by his cage.
Impression?
Hibernating sometimes.
Yeah, hibernating, disappear for weeks at a time. He disappears for weeks at a time.
Disappear. No, I don't think I disappeared.
Well, you said you were sleeping. Yeah, I mean, that is a bear-like activity.
I said I was sleeping.
we thought you were narcoleptic
I'm
for the
disappeared
longest
now.
time.
I'm sleeping.
We thought you were narcoleptic.
I can't talk to you. I'm disappeared. I'm sleeping.
You've used that excuse many times.
It wasn't an excuse.
I know. We thought you legitimately had narcolepsy for the longest time.
It was called work.
Your job was to sleep?
No.
We're back to that.
It was a result of the job.
You have to get so defensive about it.
What?
You don't have to get so defensive about it, you know?
I'm not. I'm just, we've been over this before and I can't seem to drill it into your heads.
What's his other superpower?
Wait, where did superpowers come from? Where did that come from?
You can fall asleep anytime you want just to avoid hanging out with us. That's a fucking superpower.
How is sleeping a superpower?
Because you can use it. You would literally just make yourself go to sleep to avoid hanging out with us. That is a fucking superpower. So you wouldn't lie. You wouldn't have to lie about it. What is his other excuse? When it rains. Whenever it rains. You never saw Clark when it rains.
I never. No, it's not.
You never saw when it rains.
Do you want to go for a walk? No, it's raining out. He never wants to go for a walk in the rain. Why could that be?
Oh, no. It goes way beyond that.
Too poor for an umbrella. So,
well, he's a big guy. Maybe umbrellas.
Hey, HR guy, I don't remember seeing you floating around with an umbrella.
It went way beyond that because we'd make plans and the day of we'd be like, oh, it looks like rain, and then we know.
Oh no, you guys never made plans. Let's be serious now.
I'd be like, you think we're gonna see Clark? You see Clark, and of course Clyde's would be like, look at this guy, dude. Look at this guy. And then we'd warn you because we thought.
Yeah, I know. I get the warning. Yeah.
We thought you would.
Don't worry, we're here with a 5-gallon bucket to save you.
I just spilled the beans. We thought you melted in the rain like the Wicked Witch. So we'd have to come by and scoop you up.
I don't enjoy walking in the rain, even with an umbrella. I never did. Never will.
It wasn't just about walking. You wouldn't leave the house when it rained. You would rush back to the house at the moment it started raining.
How do you know that?
Because I was there with you when you left.
No, you weren't. Maybe it's because you live a mile away and I want to walk in the rain.
Again, you don't have to get defensive about it.
Good Lord.
I just remember Claudius and me making up songs about it. Songs that some of which can't be played today, it seems like. About your days in Bradford.
Yeah, they were very controversial. I didn't hear about those.
Yeah, well. We can't even
See? So there's some more songs floating out there that I'm not aware of.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. I mean, they're not
Who's got the songbook? Claudius?
We've said them so many times, we've memorized them.
Oh, okay. We're using that old technique there.
It's like Blanken, Bradford,
passing it down to your ancestors.
Blanken, Bradford.
All right, listen up, kids.
2.
I'm not going to write this down.
Hey, we each have our foibles, right?
Our what?
Some of us are a little more red than others, you know. We picked on your flaws. Tell me about my flaws. What are my flaws? I must have flaws.
Well, I'm not in the habit of pointing out flaws.
Okay, that is definitely one of my flaws. Good point. Let's stop at 2, okay? Here's the one. Pick 2 of yours. What's the second flaw? Just break your rule for once. To think like me. Tell me a second flaw.
Oh, let's see.
Is it my crazy
You're very direct. Sometimes you don't exercise tact.
That's true. That is definitely 100% true. Yeah, I can't even argue with that. I like it. That's the trouble.
You won't
I
argue
like
with it. I know you enjoy it.
I
So
like being
like
direct,
for
yeah.
you, it's like you know.
I like telling people exactly what I want. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's great.
You also recklessly walk out in the rain.
And I am able to stay awake for long periods of time.
Without an umbrella.
Ah, that's funny, Jerry. Claudius.
Who?
All right, what about Claudius's, negative character traits?
Claudius?
Yeah. We did you did me. Let's do Claudius. Jerry's lazy. Yeah, Claudius is lazy. Let's be honest, he's lazy. He's the one of the funniest people I know. He could be big and like writing scripts, stuff like that. He's just lazy. Would you agree, Claudius?
No.
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 Claudius?
No, I wouldn't.
Ooh,
No, all right.
there's a debate.
This is a debate.
Fight it out.
Because
Fight it
it's
out.
only how it's viewed, but depending on how it's viewed. You view him as lazy.
Well,
You view
I mean,
me as lazy.
a hermit would say that. I mean, a hermit, you can't get
Oh,
lazier
yeah.
than a hermit. You know what I mean?
Redirect.
I mean, it's like if I picked out him not leaving his house. If he never left his house, right, you'd be like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Or here's a better example. Let's say he lived without a fridge for a decade. You'd be like, yeah, that's no big deal, but you know, that's insane. That's insane.
Fridge.
Bridge.
All right, let's move on to the next subject.
Next slide, please.
Okay, we're moving it. That was your safe word. I know. We recognize that. All right, the game's over with. The Amazing Segment's done. Let's talk about the future of the podcast.
Hopefully a short one.
I like that each of us pick one thing that we're going to try to improve next week. How's that sound? Just a small thing.
That we would like to improve.
Yeah.
I would like to be less heckled about certain things.
This is what's sounding like a grievance segment. It's fine. Yeah, all right. I like it. Grievances. I would try. You have bridge, right? You have bridge. That's a good first step, right? That's a fridge. I'm sorry, fridge. You know, so it's your safe word. You have use that. We change topics. So that's good, right? I mean, you could have used that.
I did.
Yeah, not when you were talking about the narcolepsy and the. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's there. Yeah, you used it, and we accepted it, right? We moved on.
Not really, because here we are talking about it.
No, I'm saying the safe word.
You know, this is what we had to do this for Jamie. We have to set up a safe word that we call fridge, so that we don't talk about certain things.
Would you like to pick a new safe word? Would you like to pick a new safe word?
No, it's quite all right. We just didn't need to have the explanation. That's all.
Icebox.
No, we did. Well, the word is fine.
I don't want to use it if it keeps reminding you. I don't want your safe word to remind you of a negative thing.
Well,
That's
how about
unfair.
you say things that don't cause me to use the safe word?
Yeah, I mean that's true. That's generally how I like to use.
Oh,
safe
that's
words.
true. It's not going to happen. But
I'm not trying to say that I'll try. You know?
that's it. I'll try.
I think how's this? I genuinely don't know. I think what I'm gonna need is like a process of you
Oh, here we
using
go
the
now.
safe word enough times that I will learn. You know, when I'm merging into that territory.
Right, and we just got done discussing how you have no tact. You know it, and you're proud of it.
Yeah.
And now we're going with the negligence.
Well, you'll be able to train me. You'll condition me by using
Oh,
the safe word. I'll learn. Then I'll be like, oh, Clark's about to use the safe word, so I'll pull back. You know what I mean?
I don't
Plus,
think
I'm
so.
gonna need some time.
Because you'll just point it out. Clark used the safe word. It's time for me to stop. Time for me to stop, people. You have to understand when the safe word is issued, I have to pull back. I have to let go of what we were talking about and totally stop about it. Because that safe word, he's very touchy about that, and we have to comply with those rules.
I wasn't gonna go into that much detail. We didn't even spell it out like that. And so we're not gonna do that every single time you use the safe word. I mean, we'll get sick of it eventually. I'm pretty sure Claudius is going to now because he put that idea in his head, and that's a dangerous thing to do.
any idea in his head is dangerous.
That's true. All right, so I guess I'll take it back. If it's a split decision here, I'll take it back. He's only lazy because of my perception of it. I'm just thinking that he could be doing a lot with that wit, and he's not. He hasn't. You know what I mean?
I'm doing podcasts.
That's true. We might change that. Make you into a bigger.
Not everybody is, like you though. No?
What does that mean? What is like me?
You're very outgoing.
Weird.
Oh yeah, nice. You guys aren't weird.
Well, we're all part of that group, I think.
We're normal. So. We're normal.
Oh yeah, right.
We're just normal, ordinary hermits.
Yeah. You were called. You were some hurtful things. Since we talked about some of the narcolepsy stuff like that, let's talk about the hurtful name that you were called as a child, Claudius. The letter. What letter was it?
The letter L.
The letter L. You grew so tall over summer one year they started calling you the letter L.
Which I don't remember at all.
Yeah. Somebody apologized to him a couple years ago about something he said in like 9th grade. It's insane.
Lurch? Is that the word?
No, just the letter L.
The letter L.
Yeah, like he's got so tall that he looked like the letter L. Capital L. Not lowercase.
Yeah, that would imply that he had huge feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think Claudius was offended.
I was not even aware it happened.
Well, it must have left no impression on you at all, as an insult. Because I've said much worse things to you, for sure. 100% I've said much worse things to you over the years. But in that time period.
What would he think? Somebody walked by in the hallway and said, "Hey, Al." I mean, doesn't even make sense.
From what I remember, the story, he cornered him in the bathroom. In the men's bathroom.
L.
And he said,
"Take that, L."
You grew so much, you look like the letter L. I think he literally just.
That's the ultimate. That's
ultimate high school insult.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I was called the letter L as a child.
Well, it's interesting that I think that it was like, I think it had become like a screen memory for him, because I remember that guy. He did horrible things to Claudius. Much worse than just calling him the letter L. Picked on him and stuff.
There was a P, there was a Q, there was a W.
It was a much worse.
So many letters.
Yeah, wow.
I think it's a screen memory,
whole array of them there.
Sometimes you take the letters and form them into words.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. They make sense then.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think that all you could bear to keep in mind was that a single.
Hey, you PRE, guess the rest. Take that.
Hey, you CAVE.
Yeah. Period.
All right. So next week's podcast, I'm going to put a link to the form that someone could fill out if they would like to be a slave. I'll volunteer.
I wish we'd known about this agenda you were pushing before we started this.
Let's just keep it as a joke. Let's see what responses we get.
I don't know if I would agree to continue if I'd known this.
All right, I don't have to put it out there.
It's already out there.
I don't have anything yet. I don't have a link or anything.
You will.
No, we don't have to do it.
If somebody really wanted to know, I'm sure, really, if somebody was that eager, they could be instantly, for weeks now, Googling cave until something shows up.
Why would anyone do that? We have our email. They can just email the show. All right, that's
exactly. See, you just made it easier. He's pushing an agenda.
They will receive gifts. You know what I mean? Benefactors.
Yeah, unknown gifts. That's between them and the.
Yeah.
What do you call them? What do you call them, Jerry? Claudius. The guys who the slave holders. You know what I mean? There's a name for them.
Slave owners.
Consenting egotists.
This is another acronym. Oh, okay.
That sounds about right. It's about right. Yeah, consenting egotist. I like it.
Yeah, but that's only 2 words. CO. There you go.
CO?
Wow. Oh, yeah. What am I thinking? Egotist. See, egotist. CE, I meant to say. I was thinking of CO from a prison for some reason.
I see what you're saying. I was really confused for a while there. As confused as our listeners.
So was I. So was I.
How many listeners do we have? What was the height of it? All right, I guess let's end the podcast. It's a good first episode, right? We'll talk more about this controversial topic. Thank me for bringing a controversial topic to the table.
No!
I say we go to the old format.
What was the old format? Isn't this the old format? What's missing?
And now the commercial.
Another commercial? Oh, take a break? Let's end it. Let's just end it. We're done, right?
Don't you want a commercial for your cave format?
No,
there.
Of course not. I'm just broaching the
We
subject.
make
We'll
fine
talk more about it.
You don't have a slide with the email address. Contact me about cave if interested.
No.
Lots of free gifts.
We're just talking about it. It's just a topic of conversation. You know what I mean? That's all. Yeah, we're all going to learn something here.
I hope
Be a slave in New York City. Get free gifts. Travel the world.
Well, I mean,
you get this beer koozie.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. That could be one of the rewards, a beer koozie. Yeah, I mean, if it says best slave or something like that, you know.
Oh, that's explosive. I can't believe I'm hearing these words come from you.
But it's all consensual. That's the point. It's a consensual thing. You know.
Still, I don't know. I still think it's, explosive.
All right, this is great. We'll bring this up next week. This is great. This is going to be a great time. Maybe you guys could convince me. I'm really looking forward to this.
I doubt it. Once his mind is set, forget it. There's no compromise there.
Oh, stop it. That's not true.
Yes, it is. You told me it was last week.
What? All right, anyway. That's a good ending. Good first episode, guys. This is great. We're back.
All right.
Hang
Hang up
next
now.
week.
He'll hang up on us now, Claudius. He's cutting the feed.
Yeah. I was going to put the music on one more time on the way up.
Oh, I didn't hear it the first time.
I know, because you have to go back and listen, because I played both of the things.
Because I was a little late, so all of a sudden I wasn't coming.
The show had to go on. We had a listener.
Hey, listener.
Oh, it's not like you had a caller. Like they were waiting on the line to talk to somebody. That's it. Here we go. Caller.
Cutting your feed. Your feed's cut.
Just for calling.